Hi everyone, Taylor here from the Needle Clankers. Today we'll be working on the Pumpkin Patch Beanie, and you can go over to Underground Crafters website and find more pictures of this plus the written pattern. I'll leave a link in the description box down below where you can find the written pattern. It uses one cake of Red Heart, Roll With It melange. And before we get started, I want to give Red Heart a big thank you for supplying the yarn for this project. It's much appreciated. I love this yarn. It's super soft, and you only need one of these. Actually, you don't even need a full one for this hat. And I made the hat plus the pom-pom to go with it. You can buy a pom-pom, or you can make one like this to go on your hat, or you don't have to have a pom-pom. You don't need one. It's pretty without it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the supplies you'll need. Alright, the supplies you'll need is one cake of Red Heart Roll With It melange, or any number 4 weight 100% acrylic yarn will do. If you haven't played with this before, I highly suggest it because it's super soft. A link in the description box where you can get this as well. You'll also need a size G, if it'll focus, size G crochet hook. You may need stitch markers. Oops, my crochet hook went rolling. You may need stitch markers. That's all up to you and what you feel comfortable with. Scissors and tapestry needle as well. This hat fits a size 22 inch head. If you want this hat to be larger or smaller, all you need to do is add or take away an increase round. The gauge for this hat and everything will be listed in the written pattern on Underground Crafters website. So before you get started on this, go over there to her website and get the pattern, and then we can begin. Alright, I pulled the center out of my cake, and there's a little bit of yarn barf, but that's not that big of a deal. Before we get started, if you are using this kind of yarn, I've heard that it will go from thick to thin. My crochet hook rolled again. But I heard that it'll go from thick to thin on here. If that's a problem, I haven't seen it go thick and thin on my cakes yet, but because it is a roving type yarn, it can. So if that bothers you, you might want to pick something else. Red Heart has a whole bunch of yarn that can be used for this project. I liked this one though because it's fall-ish. I don't know. I just really liked the colors. But let's go ahead and get started. To start, we're going to do a magic ring. And to do a magic ring, I'm going to take the tail and wrap it around my 2 fingers twice. Take my crochet hook, go underneath the first loop, and pull the second one. Twist, take the working yarn, and pull through that loop. And now I have a magic ring. Okay, in the magic ring, we're going to chain 1. This is round 1. We're going to single crochet. Make sure that you go over this tail here, or the magic ring will not work. I cannot talk today. So single crochet, and then 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And that is the sequence that you are going to repeat. Single crochet, 3 double crochets. Repeat that 5 more times. Let's go ahead and do one more sequence together. making sure to go over this tail here. We're going to single crochet and then 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 sequences, and then you're going to do a total of 6. So go ahead and get your 6 done, and then we will come back. Alright, I've got my 6 done, and you can tell by the little bumps, they look like flower petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you have that done, you're going to take your tail here, and you're going to cinch it tight. And then you're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet that you made. And it looks like a little flower so far. Alright, let's go ahead and go to round 2. Round 2, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to put single crochet, 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So single crochet, 2 double crochets, and then you're going to skip 2 double crochets. So if you look, there's 1, there's 2, there's the 3rd one, and in that 3rd one you're going to do a front post double crochet around it. Like that. And then you're going to take the single crochet that's right there, and you're going to put a single crochet and 2 double crochets in it. So let's do that. 1 single crochet and then 2 doubles. So this is 1 double, this is 2. You're going to skip 2 double crochets. There's 1, there's 2, and then there's the 3rd one. After this round here, it gets easier. It's just all packed in right now, so you have to watch. Okay, you're going to repeat that. You're in the single crochet, you're going to put a single crochet, 2 double crochets, and then skip 2 double crochets, front post double crochet around the 3rd one, and then repeat that around until you get back to where you started, and then we'll come back. Alrighty folks, I have made it around. You should end with a front post double crochet around that 3rd double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch to the single crochet that you made. And this is where you might want a stitch marker if you have trouble finding the single crochet that you made at the beginning of the round. That's all up to you and what you want to do. Alright, to start the next round, I'm going to chain 1. This is round 3. So we're going to put a single crochet in that same stitch, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and see in round 2 we put all of that in a single crochet, but it was not increasing because we skipped 2 stitches. This round we will be increasing. We will be putting 2 clusters in between each front post double crochet. So after you get your single crochet and 2 double crochets down in that first single crochet there, what you're going to do is push it to the side, and you're going to put another cluster in. So that means putting another single crochet and 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. So you have 2 cluster stitches in between each front post double crochet now. You're going to skip the 2 double crochets, and you're going to find the front post double crochet that you made in the last round, and you're going to front post double crochet around it like that. You're going to find the single crochet. There's the 2 double crochets, there's your single right there, and what you're going to do there is put another 2 clusters in. So that means a single crochet, 2 doubles, single crochet, 2 doubles, all in that one stitch. Now you're going to skip the 2 double crochets and front post around the front post double crochet, just like that. Go ahead and repeat that all the way around, and then we'll meet back up. Alright, I finished my round, and this is what you should have at the end. You should have 2 clusters in between each front post double crochet. You should have 6 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is what it should look like at the end of round 3. Let's go ahead and go to round 4. Chain 1, and in that single crochet that you slip stitched into, I want you to put a single crochet and 2 double crochets. Like that. Now I want you to skip 2 double crochets and go into the single crochet here and put a single crochet and 2 double crochets. Now skip the remaining 2 double crochets and front post around the front post double crochet. We are not increasing on this round. So find the single crochet, put a single crochet and 2 doubles, all in that single crochet. You're going to skip 2 double crochets, skip, skip, and go into the single crochet and put a single crochet and 2 doubles. You're going to skip the last 2 double crochets, and around this front post put a front post double crochet. And that is it for round 4. So go ahead and work that around, and then we'll meet back up. Alright, I have finished my round 4, and this is what it should look like. Still looks like a flower to me. You should have 2 clusters in between each front post double crochet, and you should have 6 front post double crochets total. You slip stitch to the first single crochet that you made at the beginning of the round, and this is what you should have. Let's go ahead and go to round 5. Round 5 consists of, you chain 1 first, and this is an increase round, just letting you know. You're going to put a single crochet and 2 double crochets in that first stitch, which is a single crochet. You're going to skip 2 double crochets, skip, skip, and in the single crochet you're going to put a single crochet, 2 double crochets. That's 1 cluster, and then you're going to put a single crochet and 2 double crochets back in that same stitch to make 2 clusters. So you should have 3 clusters in between each front post double crochet after this round is complete. Skip 2 double crochets and front post double crochet around the front post double crochet. Now find the single crochet, which is right there, and you're going to put a single crochet, 2 double crochets. Skip 2 double crochets, skip, skip, find the single crochet, and you're going to put 2 clusters in this one, and that is single crochet, 2 double crochets. That's 1 cluster, and then you put single crochet, 2 double crochets back into that stitch for the second cluster, like that. There it goes. You're going to skip the 2 double crochets and you're going to front post around the front post double crochet, and you're going to repeat that all the way around, putting 1 cluster in the single crochet, which is single crochet, 2 double crochets, all in that stitch right there. You're going to skip 2 double crochets and find the next single crochet, and you're going to put a single crochet, 2 double crochets, single crochet, 2 double crochets in that stitch right there. You're going to skip 2 double crochets and front post around the front post. If it's a little confusing, you can go over to Underground Crafters website and get the written instructions, which should help if there's any confusion in the pattern. Go ahead and finish this round, and then we will come back for round 6. Alright, I have finished my round 5, and you should have 3 cluster stitches in between each front post double crochet, and you should have 6 front post double crochets in total. This is what you should have whenever you finish round 5. Let's go ahead and go to round 6. Round 6, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet and 2 double crochets all in that same stitch right there. So single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2. This is not an increase round, so we're going to do like we always do. We're going to skip 2 double crochets, skip, skip, go into the single crochet, and put a single crochet, 2 double crochets into that stitch. We're going to skip 2 double crochets, skip, skip, go into the single crochet, and put a single crochet and 2 double crochets. We're going to skip 2 double crochets, skip, skip, go around this front post double crochet and do a front post double crochet like that. And that is the repeat for this round. We're going to find the single crochet, which is right there, and put a single crochet and 2 doubles in it. We're going to skip 2 double crochets, skip, skip, find the single crochet, which is right there, and we're going to put a single crochet, 2 doubles, all in that one stitch. Skip 2 double crochets, 1, 2, find the single crochet, put a single crochet and 2 doubles in that stitch. skip 2 double crochets, front post around the front post double crochet. Repeat that sequence all the way around, and we'll meet back up at the beginning. Alright, I have finished my row 6, and this is what you should have. We did not increase on this round, so you should still have 3 cluster stitches in between each front post double crochet, and you should always have 6 front post double crochets throughout the whole pattern. Let's go ahead and start working on round 7. Chain 1, and you're going to put a single crochet and 2 doubles in this stitch here. This is an increase round, so what we're going to do is we're going to have 4 clusters in between each front post double crochet after we finish this round. So we've got the first cluster here in this one. You're going to skip 2 double crochets and find the next single crochet, which is right there, and you're going to increase, and that is single crochet, 2 double crochets, single crochet, 2 double crochets, all in that one stitch. You should have 1 more cluster, so skip 2 double crochets, find the next single crochet here, and put 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets in that one. Skip 2 double crochets, find the front post double crochet and front post double crochet around it. And that is the sequence for this round. Let's do 1 more. Find the single crochet, put a single crochet and 2 double crochets in that stitch. Skip 2 double crochets, 1, 2, find the single crochet and put a single crochet, 2 doubles, put a single crochet and 2 doubles back into that stitch again, like that. You should have 2 clusters into that one stitch. You're going to skip 2 double crochets, 1, 2, find the single crochet and put another cluster in it. Skip 2 double crochets and front post double crochet around the front post. Repeat that all the way around and we'll meet back up. Alrighty, I finished round 7, and this is what you should have. You should have 4 clusters in between each front post double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you should always have 6 front post double crochets. Let's go ahead and go to round 8. And before we start, I want to point something out. In the pattern, you have the stars here. The stars mean that that's the sequence that you'll repeat. Here we put, I don't know if they're brackets, or I think they are, but I have them around the single crochet, 2 double crochets, and single crochet. And right here it says repeat. These here, you will repeat this sequence right here until you reach your front post double crochet, but I just wanted to make sure that was cleared up or anything. There's no confusion. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started on round 8. Alright, round 8, we are going to we're going to chain 1 first, duh, and then single crochet and 2 double crochets all in that same stitch, like that. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches, skip, skip, and put single crochet, 2 double crochets all in the single crochet. And you're going to do that all the way until you reach the front post here. So skip, skip, there's the single crochet right there. Put a single crochet and 2 double crochets in that single crochet. Alright, and you should have 1 more cluster because we've done 3 and there's 4 in between. So there's your next single crochet right there. You're going to put a single crochet and 2 double crochets in that stitch. Like that. Now you're going to skip the 2 double crochets and then front post around the front post. And then you'll do that again. You'll find the single crochet, put a single crochet and 2 doubles in it, skip 2 double crochets and find the next single crochet, which is right there, put a single crochet and 2 doubles, and you'll repeat that in the single crochets all the way down to the front post, and then you'll front post double crochet in that stitch, and you repeat that all the way around, and we will meet back up at the beginning where we started. Alright, I just finished round 8, and this is where we stop increasing. Round 8 we didn't increase, but round 7 we did, and that's the end for increasing. We're going to, from row 9 to 19, you're going to repeat round 8. Round 9 through 19, we're going to repeat round 8, which is just a cluster in each cluster. So single crochet, 2 doubles in each single crochet, and then front post double crochet around the front post double crochet. And if you want your hat bigger than what this makes, then you're going to add another increase round. You'll have 5 clusters in between each front post double crochet. If you want your hat smaller, then you will take out this round here where we make 4 clusters, and you'll have 3. That is all up to you and what size you need. This hat fits a size 22, so if you want it bigger or smaller, you just add or take away an increase round. But we're going to go ahead and do round 9 through 19, repeating round 8 for this one. Go ahead and get all 19 rows done, rounds, not rows, all 19 rounds done, and then we will come back and start on the band of the hat. Alright, so since I've already got my hat complete, I'm not going to do all 19 rounds. I'm going to skip that and show you how to do the band part here so that you know how to do it. And like I've said, there's written instructions to help you along the way as well. So I'm just going to kind of go over it and show you how I do it. And then you can go over to Underground Crafter if you haven't already and have the written pattern there and finish the hat up. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, once you have your 19 rounds done, let's go ahead and do round 20 to start the band of the hat. Round 20 is chain 1 and half double crochet in every stitch around. So you're going to half double crochet in that same stitch that you slip stitched into, because that's a stitch as well, and your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. And then you're going to half double crochet in every stitch. Also, whenever you get to your front post, you will no longer be front post double crocheting in these. You will put a half double crochet in this as well. You won't be doing any more front post once you have your 19 rounds done. Alright, I have my half double crochets done, and I slip stitched to the first half double crochet that I made. So what we're going to do next is the band part of the hat. We're going to chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, now what you're going to do is you're going to skip this first chain here and go into the next chain and put a single crochet in it. You're going to go to the next chain, put a single crochet in it. You're going to put a single crochet in every chain. You should have 10 single crochets once you are done. Alright, I have my 10 single crochets, and the next part of row 1 says to slip stitch in next 2 stitches of hat. That just means that you're going to take and insert your hook into the stitch of the hat, and you're going to slip stitch. That's 1, and there's 2. That is row 1 of the band portion of the hat. Let's go ahead and go to row 2. Chain 1, turn your work. Now it says that you're going to skip 2 slip stitches. So those slip stitches that you just did, that one and that one there, you're going to skip. And you're going to single crochet in the back loop only of every stitch. This chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So skip the 2 slip stitches that you just did and single crochet in the back loop of every single crochet. It's going to form this ridge pattern here. Go ahead and go all the way across, and we will go to the next part of the band. Alright, let's go on to row 3. We just finished row 2. Chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to single crochet back loop only in the same stitch. So right there, single crochet. And you're going to single crochet back loop only in every stitch. You should always have 10 single crochets once you're done. Go ahead and do that, and we'll come back. I have finished my row, which is row 3, and to finish off this row, the pattern says to slip stitch in next 2 stitches of hat. So what you're going to do is, see, you just slip stitched in that one, in the last one. you're going to skip that one there and go into the one that hasn't been slip stitched into. And you're going to slip stitch in the next two. Like that. You'll chain one, turn, and go back around, and you're going to repeat row 2 and 3 till you finish the band. And then your band should look like this right here. And how I sewed it up, and I can tell right here most likely is where I sewed it up. Yeah, see? What you'll do with the band, once you have it completely finished, you'll take and pinch the two sides together, because there'll be a gap here. You'll have a little gap, and you'll take and pinch the sides together and insert your hook into both this side of the band and this side, and you'll slip stitch your way around, well, across here to stitch it up. And once you're done, then it'll look like this. And with it slip stitched, you can't tell unless you actually really look. You can't tell that it's been slip stitched. You can take and cut off a piece of yarn and sew it together if you prefer. However, but that is what your band looks like. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial on the pumpkin patch beanie. If you did, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you never miss a video from Needle Clankers. I hope you have a wonderful day.